Hello everybody. You know, I'm constantly hearing little tidbits about fishing, and believe it or not, many have helped me with my fishing. Some are just interesting facts, but others simply amaze me. So, as we fish along today, I'd like to share some of them with you, like these right here. Did you know bass feed more often in late spring, summer, and the early fall months? And a bass's first year is by far the deadliest. Not all bass reach maturity of 12 inches. In fact, mortality sometimes exceeds 90%. Hey, did you know this? Cover isn't nearly as important to the smallmouth bass as it is to the largemouth. And something else that's important that you might not know. The Swanee bass is one that researchers say are at risk of extinction. And something else I found pretty interesting. Bass don't grow according to age. They grow according to food intake and the type of food. Did you know a 2-pound bass can be the same age as a 10-pound bass? That's right. Another one going out. Nice one. Oh, yes. Where are you going? Strong fish right there, brother. Not that good. You liked it, didn't you? Huh? I know you did. That's a strong fish. Yes, you are. I don't know where he's going. Where he wants to go, I guess. Whoa. Buster. Fun right there. Got around that pad. Now, here, come back here to get you now. Oh, good hook too. You want to use a wide gap hook when you use these bigger bodied baits. Nice fish. See ya. See, that's a wide gap gamakatsu, and that's an EWG. I like a wide bend when you use one of these baits. Another key thing, when you rig it, you want to rig it where it is perfectly straight with the line. That way, and it moves in a more of a straight line. It's got a crook in it like this. If you rig it like this, it's got a bend in it like that. What it's going to do is going to come through the water like that, and it's going to twist. It's going to twist your line, and the first time it climbs over something, it's going to rotate into that bend, and as it comes down, it's going to hang. That point's already in my finger, right there. So the key is to keep it perfectly straight with the line. Okie dokie, here's some more tidbits. In most bodies of water, about 1 in 10 bass beds have a successful hatch at best. Here's something else that's interesting. A bass uses the eyes on a forage fish as a focal point during the strike. And a largemouth bass's tail is larger in proportion to its body for a quick forward thrust. Something else we all know, especially crankbait fishermen, a stop and go retrieve with a lure is perceived by a bass as more like the action of living prey. bison. Ooh-wee. Doggone fish is strong. Hey, he's strong. That clear water, they just want to go down. Not a pretty thing. Yes, you are, you little darling. Nice. Okay, toodaloo. Did you know if you took a Florida strain bass and a native bass and put them in the same waters, neither one of them would grow any faster, but the Florida bass would live longer, which accounts for its eventual larger size? Experienced bass may feed selectively, passing up forage they've learned that's hard to catch. Most big bass are females because they live longer than males. And bass tend to move at constant depths while searching for a meal. Bass tend to hold at the same depth day after day, making depth changes gradually. Water temperature and clarity determines where bass and prey are located throughout the year. Good. Whoa, baby. Yeah. Woo. Pretty thing. That a pretty one? Woo! Yes, sir. I see you, buddy. Moving along, the best angle to hook a fish is when he's moving directly away from you. It's easier to hook and hold a bass with a single hook. Any bass you see below the surface can also see you. Bass can see at about 0.1% of surface light. To estimate the depth where light intensity drops to that level, simply multiply by 4 the depth at which a white skirted spinnerbait disappears from sight. This will give you an approximation of the depth down to which bass can find your lure by sight. There's a good one. Woo! Woo! Look at here, look at here. What are you gonna do? Take off again? Just don't tear up my bait. Johnny Morris only gave me 3 packs this month. That's a pretty one. Bait just really doesn't have a lot of action. It just comes through the water. It looks like a pencil, a blue pencil, a black and blue pencil. Ready for some more? Okay, here goes. Bass, like many other game fish, have the ability to change color to adapt to their surroundings. Predator fish, like the bass, select and attack one specific victim at a time. Bass also have the ability to instantly judge the size of their prey before attacking it. Underestimating the girth of its prey could be fatal. Florida bass don't bite as well as native or northern largemouth bass. Since we mentioned Florida bass, here's something you might find interesting about them. Did you know that Florida bass are really lake bass, whereas the northern or native bass was originally a river bass which adapted to an environment that changed from free-flowing rivers to impoundments more than 75 years ago. You know, it wasn't until 1949 that fishery biologists could distinguish the northern bass from the Florida bass. And a bass is just as much a predator as a shark. Also, if a bass must expend more than the normal energy to catch its prey, than the nourishment the prey will bring, it isn't worth the effort. Fish like the bass like to hang out along marginal territories where the land beneath the surface changes. A single condition that has more effect than any other on shallow water bass behavior is barometric pressure. Oh, I think I got one. There he is. You see him? Oh, look at here. I told you. Oh, Big Daddy. Got it. See you, old boy. Well, how about that? Well, it's time to move on. It's time for y'all to move on. I ain't going anywhere. But before y'all go, let me leave you with this final tidbit. The reason bass are so hard to figure out, well, it's really simple. They think like bass, not like fishermen. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. But before we do, sometime this week, if you've got a little time, go by Bass Pro and pick you up some of these. They're called Stickos, and let me tell you, they do a heck of a job. We'll see you.